What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another review. And today's review is a movie review. And this review kind of seems out of place because it's long overdue, I guess. I could have swore I did this review back when I was doing all the Godzilla movie reviews from start to finish. And apparently I missed this one. Now, it was brought to my attention from a fellow subscriber. He, commented and asked if I could review Godzilla vs. Megalon, and I told him I could have swore I did it. Go check for it, and he said it's not there. So, you had Godzilla vs. Gigan, and then it went straight to Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. So in between, I was missing Godzilla vs. Megalon. I even checked for myself, and it wasn't there. So I was puzzled. One of my friends, Scott, who helps me monitor my YouTube channel, was also puzzled too, because he could have swore I did it as well. And I never got like a notification email or something like that my video has been removed or this or that. Or, maybe I did and I overlooked it. Or, maybe I did just accidentally skip Godzilla vs. Megalon completely. So, without further ado, this is the review of Godzilla vs. Megalon. Sorry for those of you who were watching all my Godzilla movie reviews and, were kind of puzzled that, I skipped Godzilla vs. Megalon. I apologize. Who knows, maybe I didn't have a copy of Godzilla vs. Megalon at the time. I knew I had a bootleg copy at the time, but maybe maybe I did review it and it got removed and I just overlooked it and didn't notice, or who knows. So without further ado, let's get on to Godzilla vs. Megalon. Here's the DVD, here's the front cover, and then you got the back side, and then of course the inside with the disc. Now, to get started on this review, talk about a little bit of the background of Godzilla vs. Megalon first. Godzilla vs. Megalon was released in 1973, and at the time, Ultraman was really kicking Godzilla's ass in the film industry, I guess you could call it. It was more or less came down to the decision, why go out and pay however much it was for a movie ticket, back then in the 1970s. When you could just stay at home and watch Ultraman on your television, once a week. So at the time, Ultraman really was digging in Godzilla. Godzilla was hurting. The movie before this, Godzilla vs. Gigan, did terrible at the box office. And Godzilla vs. Megalon didn't do too much better, even when they created Jet Jaguar, which was Toho's idea to counteract Ultraman, which didn't really work all that well. And originally, this movie was supposed to be just Jet Jaguar, if I believe. And then they stamped on Godzilla's name for, more market value, maybe make a little bit more money, but even that didn't work in the end. This was the worst Godzilla film, or not the worst Godzilla film, let me rephrase that. This Godzilla film did the worst at the box office in Japan at the time. And, it did not do very well at all, but when it came overseas here to America, it was very popular, and I think it was the best, the best rating or highest ranking Godzilla film over here in the States at the time. Again, this was back in the 1970s or whenever it got released over here in the States. But so it did the worst in Japan, but it was the best Godzilla film, over here in the States, or however that works, and. Yeah, so there it is. And also, a little bit more background on this. I believe this movie took the shortest time to film out of all the Godzilla movies, because they did use a lot of stock footage in this one from Godzilla vs. Gigan and Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. So I believe this movie took, I read somewhere, I think it took about 3 to 4 weeks to film. It might have been a couple months, but it took very short to film this movie. I believe it was so it was the worst Godzilla movie in the it did the worst in the box office, and then it was the shortest Godzilla movie to be filmed over there. It didn't take very long to film and produce this film, but any otherwise, enough about the background story of how bad Ultraman was doing it, how bad Ultraman was kicking Godzilla's ass back then, and all that movie production and all that crap. Let's get on to the movie itself. Godzilla vs. Megalon. Start of it, pretty much a lot of explosions, this and that. And then it starts to go into the underground kingdom of Seatopia. they're getting sick of us testing our atomic weapons and crap like that. And they want us to stop, but of course we don't stop. And then they pretty much unleash their kaiju Megalon upon the world to destroy us. And then along the ways, they end up gaining control of Jet Jaguar, which is the robot that the scientist, in the movie created. And Jet Jaguar pretty much is like the beacon for Megalon for the first part of the film. Megalon follows Jet Jaguar around, to the cities and stuff. Why Megalon can't do this kind of on his own, I guess, or they don't have that type of control over him, I don't know. But I just thought that was kind of weird because it's like Megalon's their monster. They can't really just tell him to go here, I guess. I don't know. They just have to have him follow a robot. But whatever. And then the humans end up gaining back control of Jet Jaguar. They tell him to go get Godzilla. And then when Jet Jaguar comes back, he pretty much has his own self of mind and kind of controls himself. And he goes on to fight Megalon, but then the underground kingdom of Seatopia, contacted Nebula Space Hunter M and asked them for the assistance of Gigan. And then Gigan shows up. Megalon and Gigan both tag team, Jet Jaguar. He gets his ass kicked. Godzilla shows up, takes out Gigan and Megalon. Jet Jaguar gets back on his feet. And then it's pretty much from there on out, Godzilla and Jet Jaguar versus Megalon and Gigan. And for key points in this film during the fight, we got the famous Godzilla sliding on his tail drop kick, which is hilarious. And then, of course, the ending part with the Jet Jaguar song, which Mystery Science Theater 3000 did a hilarious dubbing of. And that's about it for this movie. Again, not much to say about it. My movie reviews are very brief and, kind of quick. That's why I kind of wanted to go a little bit more into the background type of movie industry with Ultraman and Godzilla and the ratings and all that crap. I wanted to add that into this review. So again, sorry that, this review got, I missed it, or I just didn't do it, or it maybe got taken down. I don't know. Like I said, I could have swore I posted it back then when I was doing all my Godzilla movie reviews, but maybe it got taken down and I didn't notice, and maybe I missed it. Hopefully it stays up this time, and, if it did got taken down, hopefully it stays up this time. But if it didn't, here's the review. Hope you guys enjoyed, even though it is very quick and very brief. And that's about all I got for you guys. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Before I forget, most of you do know that I can reply to your comments again. So, if you do have any questions or anything like that, please post them in the comments. I am able to reply again. I don't know what the problem was. It eventually just fixed itself, and one day I tried to reply to a comment, and it worked, and it's been keep on working. So, I can reply to comments again, so yay. And I will be trying to do my best this week to get out a review of the SH Monster Arts Mecha King Ghidorah and the X Plus 25 centimeter set Godzilla Nibiru that I got. So I'll be working hard and trying to fit in time to put those reviews out sometime this week. So expect 2 reviews probably this week sometime. And other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this review of Godzilla vs. Megalon. And like always, we are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.